Good morning and welcome to What's Up News Network, being broadcast from Panama City Beach, Florida, the home of the world's most beautiful beaches. I am Jim Free with Jim Free Realty. Please help me out and click on the red subscribe button just below this picture. The condo report this morning, we had 9 reports, 3 new listings, 5 listings had price decreases, and 1 listing had a price increase. There are presently 554 active units. 5 and last week, one of our associate brokers, Fred Peak, suggested that we break this down into how many units we had by bedrooms, and I've done that. It's a good idea, and I got some valuable information out of it. We had on the active units, there were 5 bedroom units. There were 10 of them. 4 bedroom units, there were 99. The 3 bedroom units, we had 177 units, and surprising enough, we had exactly the same number of 2 bedroom units, 177. On the 1 bedroom units, we had 170, and on the studios, we had 20. Units that were sold this past 30 days, there were 159 units and 88 guff front units. Of those that were sold, on the 5 bedrooms, there were none sold. 4 bedrooms, we had 11 sold. The 3 bedrooms, we had 15 sold. The 2 bedrooms, we had 46 sold. The 1 bedrooms, we had 23 sold. And the studio, there were 33 sold. On the detached family, we have 300 units. 19 of those are guff front units. In the past 30 days, we had 117 units sold, and 3 were guff front units. On the attached single family, we had 98 units, no guff front units. Sold in the last 30 days, we had 40 units sold, and 1 of those was a guff front unit. The COVID-19 report. Cases have increased. We have now presently have 1,480 residents from Bay County that have tested positive, and 43 non-residents that have tested positive. We've had 8 deaths, 54 hospitalizations, and this doesn't mean that we have 54 in the hospital now. This means that we've had 54 since the virus began. The deaths did go up 3 in the past week, but that was the biggest increase we'd had in some time. The age distribution shows that more new cases are in the 25 to 34 age group. The median age in Bay County is 38, and the pediatric cases are still low, and the 85 plus age group is the lowest. The breakdown by gender there are 706 males and 813 females. The breakdown by race is 827 whites, 177 black, 68 other, and 408 unknown. There continues to be long lines at the county's drive-through test centers. Most of the uptick in cases is due to the increase in the testing, and it was discovered that some of the test centers had been only reporting positive cases and not reporting the negative numbers. This kind of skews things and makes it hard to determine exactly where we're at if we don't get accurate information. Also, Governor DeSantis reported that some of the labs were taking 7 days to get the results back, and that was unacceptable. He is removing those labs from the state's program and will give the cases to other labs that are getting them back faster. In the local news, last Friday, the Panama City Beach Police answered a domestic call to the Lake Town Wharf condominium complex. Not sure if this was inside the complex or in the parking lot. A 31-year-old Georgia man had shot his girlfriend in the face and then decided to have a gun battle with the police. He lost that battle and was pronounced dead at the scene. The girlfriend was transported to the hospital where she underwent surgery and is expected to recover. To talk a little bit about masks, we had a meeting of the Panama City Beach Board of Commissioners and Mayor, and they were watching the increase in the COVID-19 and trying to make some decisions that we could keep that count down without having to close everything down again. So they had a number of citizens that were there expressed different opinions about whether or not we should go to a mandatory mask situation. The board kind of split it. They are requiring that businesses within the city of Panama City Beach, the employees will be required to wear masks. This will go into effect at 5 p.m. next Monday. We still have not heard from the county commission about what they might require on the unincorporated areas of Panama City Beach. So the public is not required to wear a mask. However, the council is encouraging residents to do so in the interest of protecting the health of the community. Local authorities will still be ensuring that retail, restaurants, and bars are operating at 50% capacity and properly socially distancing through enforcement. The mask mandate is a finable civil offense and can reach up to $500 cost. Some citizens at the meeting felt that the mandate is an infringement upon their rights. In the national news, if you're concerned about what is going on in the streets of several of our major cities, I invite you to look up Warren Wilhelm Jr. Once you know his background and beliefs, you will have a better understanding of why the leadership of our major cities is in such a mess. So look up Warren Wilhelm Jr. We would like to acknowledge some heroes. Bridger Walker, a young man, put himself in harm's way when he jumped in front of a dog that was charging at his younger sister. Despite being bitten several times in the cheek area by the dog, Bridger was able to grab his sister's hand and pull her to safety. Philip Banks and Detange Alexander saved 2 children from a 3-story apartment fire in Phoenix, Arizona. The unit was engulfed in flames, and the children's mother dropped the 3-year-old boy from the 3rd floor unit, and Banks caught the child. Alexander kicked the door open and rescued the 8-year-old girl. Unfortunately, the mother could not be saved. And by the way, the children were white and the rescuers were black. Both men are Christians. So much for this nonsense that politicians, news media, and Black Lives Matter organization tries to pit us against each other. There are countless stories every day where Americans work together without regard to skin color. Never thought I'd have to say this, but now I have a lawyer in the family. Caleb, my son-in-law, married to my granddaughter, seemed like a very nice guy. He chose the profession of being an attorney. He apparently is a pretty good one, as attorneys go. At least he was not a Yankee. I don't know whether I could have taken it if he had been a Yankee and a lawyer. But anyway, Caleb was pretty sharp, but had an incident happen not long ago. He has a dog named Lulu, which is a golden doodle. Also a pretty smart dog. Sometimes maybe smarter than Caleb. But anyway, Caleb likes to let Lulu off leash and run wherever she wants to run, and Lulu goes around the neighborhood. And apparently Lulu got into a meat market, and Mr. Lawrence, who runs the meat market, saw Lulu run out with a roast in her mouth. So the next day he goes to Caleb's office and asks him, said, would I have a case if somebody let their dog off leash and it got in my store and did some damage? And Caleb said, absolutely, I could handle that for you. And he said, well, great, it was your dog and you owe me $26. So reluctantly, Caleb pulled out his wallet and gave Mr. Lawrence $26. The next week, to Mr. Lawrence's surprise, he got a bill in the mail from Caleb for professional services of $175. So it just makes the point that the only good lawyer is the lawyer that's representing you. Thank you for giving me some of your time today. And until we meet again, God bless you and God bless this great country.